G'day and welcome to Green Tooth Jungle, and this is a map you don't see too often, but it is actually quite a fun map, as you'll soon discover. It has an incredibly contested VP point here, which is always fun, and two VP points up here, which is actually, you have to go through those VP points to get to the wreck deposits at the back. It's a very contested map. You get awesome fighting around here. There is like a little building somewhere sort of around here, which creates a really good reinforcement point, and we'll probably see that being used. And that is not all, man. Look who we've got playing. Freaking Tyler playing the Chaos Lord, slingshotting him out with that awesome little worship stuff, and he's wearing the typical, oh my god, I am just hardcore. And you'll note that he's actually got the mod on, which changes the colors. Yes, you can do your own color schemes on DLC if you, know how. And on the other side, we have my old fave, Tex, who is one of my favorite players, and he's not fucking around this time because he is playing as the Commando Knob, which is his guy of choice. Where's this battle going on? Here we are. It's actually quite a lot of effort to change the skin of the DLC, but it is completely possible, as you can see. And unfortunately, it's a global change, as in, once you change that DLC, you can't have, as far as I know, you can't have multiple versions of the DLC colors. So once you change it, it's always changed. Okay, these guys are not even going to bother mealing those troops. I mean, they know they can't get a model kill, so Tex is just going to go straight to the decapping. Of course, they're going to be pushed off by these heretics. Yes. Nice. Stun grenade completely missing, and we do have some capping by the Chaos Lord. And the Chaos Lord, he's pretty much unstoppable at the moment, especially because Tyler's actually the one controlling him, and he's an absolute beast. Again, those Marines are going to have to move off. It looks like they could get the Commando kill if he doesn't retreat out of there. What is going on? They do switch into melee to just pull him off the Commando knob. That was quite risky play there. And this Chaos Lord is just being an absolute pain, decapping all over the place. Looks like he just drove off a couple of mobs down there as well. And these shooter boys obviously have the big shooter upgrade, which allows them to suppress and increase damage. It's not as good as a proper suppression unit, but it's still pretty powerful. And you can see he's the aspiring champion, or whatever it's called. You know, the big heretic in the power armor is up. And that's a pretty necessary upgrade for heretics to keep them, powerful. But blue is doing very, very well, keeping all the map blue. And yeah, which is surprising because the Commando Knob, he has got the extra equipment, but usually you see him get the teleportation pack, which allows him to very, very quickly control the map. And here you can see the Chaos Lord's power really just pushing everyone away. And then very, very good play here, using the stun grenade to hold those heretics up to get rid of the support. And we're most likely going to see them do a worship to try and get that Chaos Lord out of trouble, otherwise he may go down. But no worship is going off. Very, very lucky that Chaos Lord gets out of there with 26 health. We'll see a quick boom. No boom. No, they just get out of there. That's probably a good idea. Remember, rec bleed is incredibly important at this early stage of the game, and there's really no point in getting your, unless there's a reason to use the Doom Blast, then why do it? Chaos Lord is hard for everyone, Tex. He's the fucking Chaos Lord. Those guys better get out of there quickly. Interesting choice. You don't actually see a lot of looters on the battlefield. And Tyler is fast teching to tier 2. You don't see this as much as you used to with that extra cost on the bloodletter trying to delay that ultra fast bloodletter. But it is sort of like an old school version of the Chaos Lord's build. I mean, it's still effective, but it's really, really not quite as effective as it used to be. But you just, whoa, boom. Okay, so that's a bad example of Doomblade. Not Doomblade, sorry. I was playing Magic the Gathering this morning. That's a bad example of Doom Blast. And you can just see how frustrating it is to play against the Marines. They're just so powerful and really hard to take down. This is probably not what I would consider a good use of their time. I would have gone to this rec node and capped that, because all you've done is make them aware of your presence. And he's getting stick bombs. Nice. And again, this VP is still not being taken. And where this guy is not setting up, we've got two. Interesting. It looks like the building's been taken out of this map. There used to be a building just around here, like just where this massive tree was, there used to be a big building. Boom! I love stick bombs. You don't see them nearly enough. This is an absolute mess. These guys have to get out of here quick smart. Tomb Blast in the middle of nowhere. And here comes the first Blood Crusher, and that will drive all his forces off. That Blood Crusher is an extremely powerful unit, and of course it is going to have worship. Straight to the power gen to harass while it's being decapped. And again, we can just see the multiple capping in multiple areas at once. It really does. It's really something that's really good to see, and you only really see it from the top players because no one else can really concentrate on so many things at once. Boom. We have a looter, and he's upgraded to the beamy death cannon. God, you've got to love orcs, man. They're just so awesome. Okay, so those Chaos Marines have got their upgraded boss going on here, but wow, look at the damage taken. Seriously. He needs to get some worship on that guy ASAP, or he will go down. And here's quite a dangerous looking blob of orcs. Orcs being one of the blobbier races in Dawn of War 2. I mean, it's not, no, they're not Tyranids for blobbing, but they are definitely a blobby kind of race. These Space Marines are best get out of there quick smart. cannot even afford to pull his Blood Crusher in. Interesting, he's got a little hidden gem farm up the top here. This is unusual for Chaos because Chaos is actually not such a power intensive race. In fact, you see many Chaos players go well into tier 2 with only 2 gens running in total. Kalidos Lord actually really started that sort of fad of only ever purchasing 2 gens and still being able to completely keep up on the ball. Nice. That's one of the top war gears, I believe, for the Chaos Lord. It's called the Armor of the Inferno, and it gives him the Let the Galaxy Burn ability, which you just saw, which is a very, very good ability. It's a lot better on noobs, though, than it is on people of Texas caliber. And what I mean by that is, if they're not up on their micro to instantly retreat, it does have an area effect which will burn people alive and can wipe entire squads extremely easy. It's very, very good for capping units, because while it does do the knockback, more demons. Oops. While it does do the knockback, it doesn't actually affect the capping. So as soon as they stand up, they go back to capping. So if they're not paying attention, like this Chaos Lord here getting eaten by this Death Dread, then it's basically a single death. And the other thing that he's upgraded to, well, you can't see at the moment, but he's probably upgraded to the Combi Flamer. Now, the Combi Flamer also has the Combi Flamer also has a AoE effect, but it is nothing like. It's not the same as Galaxy Burn, but the thing is, people usually get that because it's actually just got a DPS increase to his normal gun. But we've seen very little from the Chaos Lord in this match. And here comes the Weird Boy. Now, Weird Boys are quite powerful units. They're very, very good, but he has not upgraded his Chaos Marines yet, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Weird Boy will force a Mark of Khorne upon those Space Marines and turn them into melee units. Because with the teleporting Bloodletters to tie up ranged and the Worshippers, it's very, very possible we could see a heavy melee army out of Tyler, and that would be awesome. But if those heretics don't watch it, they are going to go down. You can't sit around worshipping while and back into the realm of safety. And here comes the Chaos Dreadnought. I don't particularly like the Chaos Dreadnoughts. I don't really like any of the Dreadnoughts in this game, not because Dreadnoughts are inherently uncool or anything. It's just that I personally don't find them to be a particularly useful unit. They seem to have many more drawbacks than they do positives, and that's probably because I personally play Plague Champion a lot, and you know, his worship abilities have no effect upon mechanical devices. It is worth noting that good old Tex is keeping up his capping all over the screen, and even though he has nowhere near the amount of map control as Tyger has, he is still very much in this match. And you see this a lot in high level play, I find anyway. And that is, VPs are obviously important. I mean, everyone knows that. You can't win without the VPs. Everyone needs VPs. But the truth of the matter is, what wins you these games often is unit preservation and unit composition, but especially unit preservation. Having your unit survive and not having squad losses is extremely important because the levels make such a difference to the power of each unit. And you'll see what will happen in a lot of these games is people will pretty much not be that interested in VPs and high level play and just concentrate on getting their unit composition and their unit preservation on. And then after one particularly decisive battle, like as soon as there is a battle where someone loses like if someone loses like 2, maybe 3, yeah, you know, not even 3, if you lose like 2, if someone loses 2 squads in one go in a battle coming up, that'll be the time that they'll go and cap the entire map, because that's pretty much when the game is going to be won or lost. So even though Tex is at 88 actually, which is pretty damn huge, but we'll see exactly how this happens. Yeah, stomp, 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 stomp. Gotta love those orc dreadnoughts. Is that weird boy gonna go down? No. He actually has the Chaos Lord has an armor, I can't remember what it's called, and it gives him a kind of like a flesh hook sort of ability. It allows him to pick up a model, a selected model, so you can actually target the, say, the inspiring champions and stuff. That sort of lifts them into the air and sucks their energy out. It does not go for the corn upgrades. I still think the corn upgrades are tremendously underused. And tier 3 for Tex. So he's probably going to be going straight for those Novorudskis. Oh, this Blood Crusher is going down. Boom. And this could be the turning point I was talking about. Losing a vital unit and at the same time being pushed off. Could this be the beginning of the end? Second Death Dread out. Can't agree with this choice in any way. It is worth noting that he has switched the commando knob to the rocket launcher, which is the anti-vehicle weapon. Oh, should have let the galaxy burn before he left. And that is driving back all his forces. And you can see here, it's all about the fortification. Both sides are fortifying that VP, and all the battle is going to be held down here. Let the galaxy burn. Wait for him to start capping first. No, yes, there it is. There it goes. Hits his own troops, but I think that's probably going to be enough to get the cap. Oh, here comes the commando knob, but he is going to be backed up. And out comes a looter tank. Probably a very good choice considering there is little to none AV on the field. AV, of course, being I am so cool slang for anti-vehicle. And we really should see this. I mean, he's got like two dreadnoughts, a heretic squad and a bloodletter squad around here. He should be pushing that other VP right now and trying for that 3 cap. See if we see a response to this looter by... Whoa, those blood letters. Get out of there. What the hell was the point of that, except to die? Let's see if we might see... Ah, get off me, cat. You might see a response by the Chaos Dreadnought getting the anti-vehicle weapons. But, as I said, I mean, why aren't these guys attacking? Look at these. What are they doing? They're just sitting there doing nothing. Go down, take this VP and win the freaking game. Looks like he's finally working that out. But just a tad late. He has got the missile launcher on one of his Death Dreads, and his other Death Dread has gone into spastic mode, where you lose control of him. Stick bombs, of course, being extremely useful against worshipping. And there goes the Death Dread, and quickly cap that point. But it could be too late. That cap should have happened a long time ago. And there goes the other Death Dread. That rocket launcher on the commando knob there is just absolutely fantastic. And Tyler is actually in a lot of trouble. He's lost a Heretic squad, he's lost a Chaos Dreadnought, and what's Tex lost? Absolutely nothing. He's lost one, what are they called? Whatever their dreadnoughts are called. That funny, weird looking wind up toy kind of dreadnought. And this guy's going to go down as well. Boom, and so much for you. And that's it. Tyler is absolutely screwed. I think this was just a little bit late on the attack at this VP. This could have gone a lot differently, but Tyler has really got a lot to work on. And you can see Tex is instantly swapping his war gear out because he no longer needs that extra AV, because both the dreadnoughts are down and he knows it. We are seeing a Plague Marine out. Plague Marines obviously being fucking awesome. These guys are just the bomb. You don't... People tend to forget how powerful the Plague Marines are. Stick bombs. Oh, is he going to go down? No. Wow, that stun grenade is just so powerful. Let the galaxy burn, baby! That's a very good galaxy burn, but not even enough. And these guys are leveled up. They're level 3, level 4 of course being the maximum level that an infantry unit can get to. I think it's level 10 for the hero classes. And my point is, let the galaxy burn is not really the deterrent it once was, because they can actually survive it quite comfortably, not even moving out. Okay, Min and Gruni getting popped, increasing all their damage, and this is not going to be good. Trying hard to get that. There goes the weird boy. Oh no, my psychic power is too much to control. Blah! Boom! Weird boy, you are awesome. Beautiful map awareness there. Oh, wow. Commando squads. You are so broken. No, they're not really. I just despise the Commando Squad. That little combo you just saw there, very, very effective. Almost too effective. I mean, it's not like, you know, that fucking... What was that thing that the Wart Spider did? The Wart Spider has this thing where it could, like, freeze everybody in place, and then you'd call an RTAC call down and, like, blow everybody up. It's not as broken as that, but it's the same kind of combo where there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. You know, and I don't find that fun to play against when there's some kind of combo that you're physically unable to defend against. Wow, just completely sacrificing those units. Not quite sure what the story is there. Maybe he's... What's his population cap? Maybe he was near the pop cap. Can't see how that could possibly be the case. These bloodletters are going to go down. Bam. Terrible. And Tyler is not in a good position here. He's really got nothing. 12 points though. Beautiful kill the week. It's a real shame he's still got the Combi Flamer. He could have done a burn right here instead of that kill the work, and it would have done a huge difference. Oh my god, he might lose his... No, they're going to escape. And down goes the Chaos Lord. Should have used his Combi Flamer at that situation instead of the kill the week at the start. And here comes the big guys, the Knob Squad, and to put insult, here comes a battle wagon, and he does have both Shooter Boy squads still alive and at level 4, which means that battle wagon is going to have DPS coming out of its ass. It's going to be unstoppable bullshit. All he's got is a Plague Marine. I mean, this is not good. And here's a good example. Remember I told you about the Chaos power? Look at his power. It's fucking 500 power. That is just so ridiculous. Having this extra 4 gens is just way too much for Chaos. And that really could be used to much better effect. Those guys better get the hell out of there. Poor Tyler. He's getting absolutely hammered, and he was so close to winning. If only he had taken this point when he had the chance, and he did have the chance. At one point he had 2 Death Dreads, a Bloodletter squad, and a Heretic squad doing absolutely nothing for ages while there was a big battle going on down here for a while. And if he'd taken that, this game would be over. But we now have a 3 cap, and there is little, if anything, that Tyler can do. I mean, I would probably be conceding at this point if that was me, but I have been told that I am a little quick to concede because I get very frustrated and pissed off and, you know, throw things at my wall and scream and shout, and then my wife comes in and goes, "Why do you play this fucking game? It just pisses you off." And I'm like, shut the fuck up, I enjoy it. Anyway, I don't want to get into the kind of battles that I have with my wife, but what I'm trying to say is that this game is awesome, and Tyler, you are so close. Excellent gameplay though, and Tex, as always, just top stuff. Love your work, mate. And yeah, let's have a look what else is going on. Okay. So what we really saw in that game was a perfect example of splitting your attention amongst various things. It was a good example of 2 things. One, Tyler could have won that game without a doubt. He got the fast tech, he out-teched the techs completely, and he had the ability to win, but he was just unable to split his focus to rush that point and take that last VP point. And that is understandable because he was so far ahead. It's very easy to get complacent and not as deeply into control and start thinking, "Ooh, can I get a goo out and stuff?" And Tex as well, he just showed exactly how important unit preservation is. I mean, as soon as Tyler started losing squads, that was pretty much game, because then he's facing brand new squads versus Tex's incredibly powerful level 4 shooters. Anyway, excellent game. I'll see you next time.